Yo, welcome back to the Delayed Understanding podcast with yours truly, Shaless, aka Shay. Now, if you can't say Shaless, something is seriously wrong. It's literally Shaless. Okay? Alright, episode 2. Let's get into it. Hello, I hope that wasn't too loud in your ear, but we back with episode 2, and today we're gonna be talking about Love Jones. You feel me? If you haven't seen that movie by now, then I suggest you go see that movie because you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. Can you feel me? Do you feel me, people in the back? Do you feel me? Yeah, now, if you don't know, you better get hip, okay? Because Love Jones is a iconic film of Black love. Side note, it's Black History Month. So, yeah, we about to be talking about some blackness, some great blackness up in here, you feel me? All month long. Every Thursday. All right, cool. All right, bet. So, Love Jones. I gotta put on my sultry voice so I can captivate your attention and that you actually listen to what I'm saying. You feel me? Because if you don't feel me, then you just need to get out. No, but for real, like, Love Jones is one of those movies that just, I don't know, it just like makes you feel something. It makes you want to sit down at your desk or table or wherever you may be and whip out, your favorite pen, favorite parcel to write on and create some magic, that comes from the heart, mind, and soul. Best believe. But Love Jones came out in 1997. Okay. And it's about two urban African Americans, Darius, played by Lorenz Tate, and an aspiring writer, and Nia, played by Nia Long. How convenient with the name. An aspiring photographer, share an instant connection after a chance meeting at a Chicago club. The two bond over music, photography, and poetry, and eventually began a torrid romance. However, when Nina decides to move to New York and mend her relationship with her ex-fiance, Marvin, played by Khalil Kane, it leaves Darius heartbroken and the couple's future in jeopardy. All I'm gonna say is, like, I didn't see this movie primarily because it is rated R, for one. And I didn't see this movie until I think I was either a teenager or early 20s, one of the two. And I watched it sometime last year for sure, because I wrote a little something about it. And like, just watching that movie, it just makes you, like I said, it just makes you feel things. Like, just thinking about it just gives you all the feels, okay? Like, oh my gosh. It's man, just thinking about it is just like, ah. But Love Jones is an urban dictionary, meaning an attraction for someone. You're fiending for them. Like you just like, I gotta have you. Like, baby, 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 I gotta have you. You gotta have them in every way, physical and mental. Can't stimulate the body without stimulating the mental first. Think about it. And like, I don't know, when you think of Love Jones, you think of spoken word, soft, sultry voices, gracing the mic, just flowing from the heart, speaking a peace and dropping knowledge, and all in the same breath. It's a lesson to be teached. To cut around, you know, just saying. And like, it just puts you in a place when watching that movie. It's like, man, I guess at that time that was like the epitome of like Black love and Black people being on the big screen and displaying such a thing, you know, for everyone to see. And it's just, the 90s was such a beautiful time, you know, for certain things. And movies like that, and like Poetic Justice, they make you feel things, okay? And with that being said, I actually want to share a little something. I only shared this with one other person, but please don't laugh. Like, like I write, you know, a little poetry here and there, you know, the moment strikes, you know. Everyone has a little bit of a creative side in them, but coincidentally, the poem is entitled Love Jones. I wrote this while watching Love Jones and was instantly inspired to pull out my little journal, my little pen, and just let the thoughts flow like water down a river in an enchantment environment. Okay, that totally sucked. I ruined that song. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. So bear with me, because I don't be reading stuff like this online or, you know, in public. Maybe one day, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Love Jones. I can feel it in my bones, down to my soul. It's a soft and airy feeling, like gliding down a pole into heaven's clouds, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Within God's grace, it feels divine. Like a Love Jones, it comes with time. It's not rushed. Feels like sweet nothings between the lines. Feel like rhythm, cream, and hold the lies. My thoughts of you between my thighs, while I close my eyes, your intelligent tongue seeping into my thoughts, almost controlling my mind. But in reality, my tongue got you sprung, leaving lovely whispers on your tongue. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that was, ladies and gentlemen, Love Jones. by yours truly. And no, I'm just playing. No, but for real, like, I really felt inspired, while watching that movie, to write a little something something. And while watching that movie for the second, third time, however many times I watched it, hasn't been that many. I can count on one hand how many times I watched that movie. And like, looking back on that movie, I feel like I understand it a little bit more every time I watch it. Because, like, the first time, I'm watching, I'm like, oh man, like, this is a great, I don't want to call it a rom-com because it's not really funny. It's more of a poetic romance story. And, like, just seeing how, the two actors, are towards each other in the film, and the way that they enunciate certain words or say things a certain way, it kind of just like brings you in, and it's like, it's really captivating. And then it just really just like kind of just there for the movie. And then, like, the second time around, you're paying attention to, things being said, and oftentimes picking up things that you might have missed the first time watching the movie. So then you're sitting there like, oh, dang, like, I can't believe, like, I missed this part the first time I watched it. Sometimes you don't understand things the first go round. That's with saying, doing, hearing, anything. So when you go back to watch it a second, third, fourth, fifth time, however many times, I guarantee you're gonna always pick up something different each time you watch a movie, listen to a song, and like really like sit there and listen. Because after, I want to say maybe like the second or third time I watched Love Jones, I developed a better understanding of what the movie, was trying to portray, and the movie itself is, in a way, a poetic art form, like, it's just well put together, for that time period. And it's like, you don't really see a lot of movies like that out nowadays. Like, it's a drastic change. And as far as that goes, like, we need more, Black love inspired movies, and like Black families that don't necessarily have to, be struggling all the time, or, going through like some traumatic hardship of any kind. Like, we need to put our best foot forward and, go for movies that have an uplifting message, about a particular subject within, the Black community. And then I think overall we just need more movies that are more relatable and accurate to, what we go through on a daily basis, as Black people in America. And it's a lot to, come up with, because there's so much history, so much information about, Black families, Black couples, Black love. Like, we need more of that, and not just, showing us killing each other, slanging drugs, MF did that, like, being like super ghetto and ratchet. Like, we got some sophisticated Black people out here too now. Like, top tier. You feel me? Like, everybody can't be top tier, but we got some that's up there, that are more so behind the scenes on things. So, yeah, that's just my little tidbit for that. And we're going to take a break and come right back. You feel me? All right, be back.
My bills will be paid, that's my faith talk. I'm gonna forgive, that's my faith talk. Anxiety's evicted, that's my faith talk. Depression gotta bow, that's my faith talk. My marriage will be whole, that's my faith talk. I'ma live pure, that's my faith talk. I'm single secure, that's my faith talk. My business will be blessed, that's my faith talk. My church will impact the world, faith talk. My kids will love Jesus, that's my faith talk. And I will give money away, faith talk. Your boy's gonna be paid, that's my faith talk. I will heal the sick, that's my faith talk. That's my faith talk. That's my faith talk. I can.
Hey, I'm back. And we're going to continue our conversation about Love Jones. Ooh, yeah. I can't. I try. Anyway, so the next thing I wanted to talk about as far as Love Jones go is how the movie ended. So Darius and Nina were kind of in this weird place in their relationship, where one was wanting more than the other in some way or another. And, Darius, in a way, in my opinion, was like playing hard to get, or I guess wanted Nina to chase him, and then she kind of just like sprung on him, like, yeah, I'm going to New York, and yeah, I'm gonna try to make it work, see what happens, with oh buddy over here, fiance, and he just like, oh, okay, yeah, like, that's fine. I'm paraphrasing, but you're like, yeah, that's fine, or whatever, it's cool. But if you look at his face, like, nah, bruh, we know doggone well, like, it's not cool, and you feel like you messed up. Oh, my Lanta. I'm so sorry. I thought, I had my phone on vibrate. My bad. Anyway, so, what was I saying? Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, Darius is like, oh, yeah, it's whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short, they ended up, breaking up, going their separate ways, and he's doing his poetry thing, and she's doing her photography thing, and it's like, going pretty well. And then I guess she comes back to, the city. I forget what city it is. I feel like I want to say Chicago for some reason. But yeah, then she goes back, and sorry, she goes back, and she has a book that she brings with her to the poetry club that she met Darius at. And she reads the poem or whatever, and then I guess she in some way or another was expecting to see Darius there in the club, to maybe hope see him and have a conversation, I guess, for either closure or revisiting an old topic, that's just on the table, just there, existing. And then, like, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's like, standing outside in the rain after, she left the club or whatever, after she, read the poem and whatnot. And then I think Darius was like sitting at the bar. Let's backtrack a little bit. Yeah, so Darius, I think, was sitting at the bar, and they pan to him, him sitting at the bar with his back turned, and he turns around after he realized, like, oh, that was old girl. That was Nina, my boo thing. Oh, all right. And then she go outside, stand in the rain, trying to get the cab and whatnot. And then he come follow suit, like, baby, I want you back. Take me back. Well. And that was like, in that moment, now that I'm thinking about it, it feels like the black version. Let me turn this down a little bit. It was like the black version of The Notebook. When Rachel Adams and Ryan Gosling were like standing in the rain, and he's just like, I love you. And she's like, I love you too. What do you want? I don't know. However that conversation went. But yeah, it was kind of like that, now that I'm thinking about it. And like, they're just like, oh, what are we gonna do? Like, I still have feelings for you, and this, that, and third. Mind you, it's been a whole year since they have seen each other. And, a lot can happen in a year, with jobs, family, love interests, things of that nature. And that brings me to, I say all that to say that, like, even though sometimes certain relationships end, it's not always forever. Sometimes, it's for a season, for either the one person, if not both, to, use that time to get themselves together and, work on issues that could potentially, cause the relationship to just fail altogether. Like, ain't no coming back from it. Like, that's it. And, like they say, troubles don't last always. And I strongly believe that. And also that everything happens for a reason. I mean, I should be an expert at this point when it comes to, stuff like that. And I still have some things to learn. But all I know is that if you put your full faith and trust in God, or whoever you, believe in and pray to, respectfully, good things will come to you. Stay optimistic, stay open-minded, stay prayerful, and, just really begin to work on yourself so that when you and that person come back to each other, you guys can pick up from where you left off. But it will be even better than what it was you know, when you guys first met. You know, that's just like when Big Sean and Janae Aiko, you know, broke up for a minute. And that was, I forget what the actual reason was, but I know that, you know, Janae Aiko was like, you know, I have some things that I need to work on. And, you know, Big Sean evidently had some things that he needed to work on himself. And, you know, for the betterment of their relationship, they had to, you know, take some time apart. I think it was more so on his end, so that, you know, he could work on the things that he needed to work on. So, you know, when they did come back together, I mean, it's like they just picked up where they left off. And, you know, they're better than where they were before. You know, and sometimes, and I think me saying this out loud and realizing it now, like sometimes, like, people need time apart so that they can grow individually. So when you come back together, things will work out even better the second time around. And you guys just intertwine and grow together, you know? So that's my thoughts on that. And I just wanted to, you know, share that with you guys today. And, you know, just like Pastor Michael Todd said of Transformation Church, be hot. You know, like fire, hot. Humble, open, and transparent. Okay, like there's no other way to be. Okay, so those are my thoughts. And that's honestly, you know, where I'm at with that. You know, put a peg in things until, you know, one, if not both, are ready to come back, sit at the table, revisit some things, you know, hash things out, and become, you know, better people at the end of the day, because you're two adults making a executive decision about something that involves the both of you. And, you know, sometimes one, if not both, may have to go through, you know, several layers of emotions to, you know, deal with, you know, the aftermath of what was, so that, you know, you can take the solo journey and walk into what it's going to be, and everything's going to come full circle. Gotta stay steadfast, believe, be optimistic, stay prayerful, and those things will come to you. Pray and manifest the things that you want in life, and those things will come to you accordingly and in a timely manner, just not on your time, on God's time. So we'll be back after the break. And we're back for the final. It's the final countdown. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, yeah, I'm just, nope. That ain't for me, baby. All right, let me stop. Not for real. And see. Okay. So, all right. So, you know, that is all I have for you guys today. You know, talking about love. So many people use your name in vain. I know I messed that up. Love. So many ups and downs. You know the words. I know when the song is actually on, so, you know, there's a difference. But I digress. Anywho, So, like I was saying, you know, that's all I have for you guys. You know, as you know, things start moving forward and pick up. You know, sound is gonna be better. I'm gonna have better headphones because what are those? The boys is peeling. Maybach music, or should I say Maybach headphones or pillback? I don't know. That probably would have been better. Anywho, yeah. So that's it for today, lovelies. Should I say lovelies? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Anyway, thank you for tuning in for, you know, another episode of Delayed Understanding podcast with yours truly, Celeste, aka Shay. Hey. Don't be afraid to slide in them DMs if you have questions, comments, or just want to offer some good advice, you know, at Delayed You. I'm having like a major brain fart right now. Like, what is wrong with me? See, this is why you write notes down, you know, for things like this. So, hold that thought while I whip out my phone and get the right information. Look, it's all a learning curve, baby. Like, you just gotta understand it's a learning curve, boo. No, I'm not Meg Thee Stallion. Anywho, like and follow on YouTube. This video will be up soon. I'm hoping by the end of the day, at the latest Friday. You know, just know it was done on Thursday. Sorry. Oh my gosh, what day of the week is it? It's Wednesday. I am tripping. Okay, so yeah. Episode 2. Look out for it on YouTube tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Just know it's happening on Thursday. Okay? As promised. And we can get this on Spotify like ASAP, you feel me? Because you know how I do, baby. But no. You can slide in them DMs like I was mentioning earlier, you know, at delayedyou.podcast_ on IG. Then it's just Delayed Understanding Podcast on YouTube. Like, subscribe, you know, hit that ring bell notification button. So anytime I drop a video or what have you, you will be in the know, baby. Like, you know, we could be over here baking cakes and pies, caking it up, you feel me? I don't know, we might even do a special episode for Valentine's Day. I don't know, we'll see. You know, because everybody gonna be all booed up and whatnot, so we'll see. But that's all, folks, and I wish you nothing but the best. Don't forget to leave a comment and rate this podcast show. Thank you very much. And I'll see you guys later. But I hate to see you go. But come back next week. And we're gonna be talking about something that's juicy. Okay, bye.